Gaza offensive amid global alarm. India and Mauritius signed strategic satellite deal. UN chief calls for Security Council overhaul. Federal Reserve cuts rates and markets rally. Good afternoon and welcome to Around the World in 30 minutes on Politics and Business Television Abuja. I am Bulus Joanna Ray. Many thanks for joining us. Israeli forces have ramped up their ground operations in Gaza City, triggering international concern after a missile strike in Doha reportedly killed senior Hamas negotiators. The United Nations Security Council has convened an emergency session to address the escalating violence as humanitarian agencies warn of worsening conditions for civilians trapped in the conflict zone. The Israeli government maintains the offensive is aimed at dismantling Hamas infrastructure, but global leaders are urging restraint and renewed diplomatic efforts. With tensions spiraling into neighboring regions, the situation remains volatile, prompting calls for immediate ceasefire negotiations. Meanwhile, India and Mauritius have inked a landmark agreement to establish a satellite tracking station near Diego Garcia, boosting India's surveillance and strategic capabilities in the Indian Ocean. The pact is seen as a counterbalance to growing Chinese naval activity in the region. Officials say the station will enhance maritime security, disaster response, and space research collaboration. Defense analysts view the move as a significant step in India's regional positioning and a deepening of its ties with island nations. In the meantime, Bangladesh is battling a severe dengue outbreak with over 156 deaths reported and thousands of new cases emerging daily. Hospitals are overwhelmed and health officials are urging citizens to eliminate stagnant water and take preventive measures. The government has launched emergency fumigation campaigns and deployed mobile clinics to high-risk areas. International health bodies are monitoring the situation closely, warning that climate factors may be intensifying the spread of mosquito-borne diseases. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has renewed calls for reforming the Security Council, citing its inability to respond effectively to global crisis. He emphasized the need for broader representation and more agile decision-making. The push comes amid growing frustration over the Council's structure, which critics say favors a new powerful nations. Guterres urged member states to prioritize equity and accountability in shaping the future of global governance. On a different front, the U.S. Federal Reserve has lowered interest rates by 25 basis points, sparking a surge in investor confidence. Wall Street responded positively with Nasdaq and S&P 500 futures hitting record highs and mortgage rates dipping slightly. Analysts say the move aims to stimulate economic growth amid signs of a slowdown. The Fed's decision is expected to ease borrowing costs and support consumer spending heading into the final quarter of the year. And you're still watching Politics and Business Television Abuja. Still to come, tech giants unveil AI governance frameworks. Stay with us. Africa Oil Week concluded today in Accra, Ghana, with energy leaders announcing new partnerships to boost upstream development across the continent. The event drew stakeholders from over 30 countries, focusing on sustainable investment and innovation. Key agreements were signed to expand exploration in Nigeria, Angola, and Mozambique. Organizers hailed the summit as a turning point for Africa's energy future, emphasizing local content and environmental responsibility. Well, in another part of the world, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have signed a mutual defense agreement pledging coordinated military response to external threats. The pact follows heightened regional tensions after Israel's attack in Qatar. Defense officials say the deal strengthens bilateral ties and enhances strategic readiness. Both nations emphasized their commitments to regional stability and joint counterterrorism efforts. And in other news, President Donald Trump wrapped up his state visit to the United Kingdom today, hosted by King Charles III at Windsor Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Trump praised the UK's leadership and reaffirmed the US-UK alliance. The trip was marked by discussions on trade, defense, and global security, with both sides pledging deeper cooperation. The trip was marked by discussions on